And there we go. We are alive. Hello, everyone, and welcome to once more another episode of the Tim's. It's not Tim's show. It's Tim's no show. Tim isn't there today. He is having fun in Las Vegas while we are stuck in the engine room.
Yes, live from the engine room, where the underpaid or non-paid hardworking people are without even having a window. So
maybe we should
while Tim is living
start
the
a
life
workers' union of underpaid streamers.
Yeah. While Tim is enjoying the life of a YouTube celebrity. So.
I got to bed before 12:15 the other day. It was midnight.
Yeah.
I can tell you, I didn't know what to do with myself.
When I was in bed so early, my wife asked, "Who are you?"
I'm not joking. It got to 10:05 and I'm itching, thinking, "What do we do? What's going on?"
Oh yeah. Oh, I so actually I'm a bit sick, but should be okay. Maybe you can hear it. So I don't have any fever yet, and let's hope I won't.
You said originally you were going to be busy all this week, and you won't be able to do the streams.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I will be busy, most of the week.
But you might have time
to see
do
watches,
it,
guys. I will go see watches.
Oh yes, of course. You've got the.
So tomorrow I got a IWC private event, which they were kind enough to invite me personally.
Oh, check you out.
And it is apparently not just, not simply showing watches. It's more like a workshop followed by a private dinner. I mean,
fucking Tim the second. Fucking hell. Look Tim's turned you in. Look what Tim's turned you into.
So Tea and Tickers, now we are stuck in the engine room.
Yeah, look what Tim's turns him into, eh? Tim the fucking second. There we go.
Then after the day after that, I'm gonna see Phillips watches from the auction that we're gonna talk about.
Are you gonna join the menials, or you've got a private viewing?
No, it's a public.
It's a public viewing. I think you should get yourself a private viewing. What's up with you?
No,
Tim hasn't taught you very well.
I'm not that important. I'm not Tim.
Next year. Yeah, next year.
So, yeah, but it was really funny because I had a meeting with my high school friends. Basically, it was a 10-year after reunion, which, holy shit, 10 years. And one of the girls that was with me in high school now works for Phillips.
Wow.
Which is incredible. Yeah.
The leads.
So, the lead. Yeah, exactly. She helps with apparently she helps with administrating the events. Nothing watch related, sadly. But it's a small world. And then the day after that, I will be having another private event, but this time it's between friends who have watch club, and I've reached them, and luckily they accepted me for for a night out. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, hopefully I'm not going to be sick, which would ruin my entire week.
Yeah.
So how about you? How are you doing, Jonathan?
I'm doing well. I had a quite busy day, and I had some unusual quantities of sleep. Was following Tim now and then, and I'm happy to be here on the panel with yourself and Tea and Tickers. Good to see you.
How are you, Tea and Tickers?
I'm all right, thanks. Busy day, work. Mondays are always crap, but yeah, all good. I won't be with you Thursday if you're streaming, because I've got a gig to go to Thursday, so I'm actually out for the evening. So
no problems, guys. Yes. No problems. Oh, my computer is not happy. Give me 1 second. Oof. Okay.
Have you received the same message from Tim that I've just received, or
who, me?
Yeah.
Did he send you?
Yeah, he
Why
sent me
does he send you a message and not
he
me?
sent me a message, so he's pulling the
You're
string.
more important than me, apparently.
No. I think he has an iPhone and I have it, so it's easier to communicate like that. So I'm posting the link in the chat.
I have no messages.
There is a pre-owned dealer, I think, in the UK, and he has a couple of Lange watches.
Do you want me to quickly
to sell?
this up?
Yeah.
It's Shreve Crump and Low.
Yes. Do you know them?
Yeah, we were talking about them because it's Beyond Time, who actually got his he got his Bell and Ross from them. I think so, or he had a lead in there, and we were looking at the pre-owned business that they have.
Okay.
So tell me about it. What is interesting? I see some good stuff there.
Yeah, let's start with the Saxonia annual calendar in rose gold.
So, Lange Söhne Saxonia annual calendar rose gold 38.5, the correct size in my opinion.
That is in my opinion the sweet spot for Lange, 38.5.
With a beautiful automatic
super chat.
Oh, we have a super chat. Hello, Pendulum, $20. Thank you, Jonathan, for checking the Lange. And thank you for supporting our show. Thank you so much. By the way, I didn't say hello to everyone because my computer just had a mini freeze at this moment. So I would like to say hello to David H. Hello to Jubilee. Peter.
Mr. GMT.
Batch Guitar. Pendulum, of course. Watch Collector UK. Jonathan. Oh, fuck that guy. Willem. And the sexiest of them all, Mr. GMT. When are you guys going to start to talk about the sexy day date? It's coming.
Yeah. Did you put your money aside already for that day date, Mr. GMT?
Yeah, I hope you have a big pile of money because
his life savings. Okay, so
luxury, Mr. GMT. Yeah, there you go. Okay, back to the Saxonia, guys.
Okay. Saxonia, 38.5 millimeters, the sweet spot for Lange, in my opinion. Many of their regular watches in 40 millimeters are, in my opinion, a little bit on the large size. But the main attraction on this watch is the movement, because that is the old Saxomat movement with that 3/4 rotor, so not the central rotor. And in my opinion, this is the nicest three-hander movement that is out on the market. Now you may wonder, what is this guy talking about? Because it's not a three-hander. Basically, it is based on a three-hander movement, and then there is the annual calendar on top.
It's a modular calendar,
yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm. But this movement started out as a three-hander and comes also in my perpetual calendar, and I'm totally addicted to this movement.
So one thing I can already tell I'm a huge fan of Lange is that instead of having a solid gold rotors like Patek or VC or AP, so actually you can see, so the base plate is solid gold, but there is this tiny strip of metal here. It is actually platinum.
Yes, and it's screwed with 5 little screws
to the extremity to make it even more efficient.
Yes, and to make it heavier and more efficient.
It is actually a very nice touch. Very, very, very nice.
Yeah, that is, and that 3/4 rotor is so nice. I don't know anything that comes close to it in the watch field. It's a little bit like the datograph movement but
let me
as an
find
automatic.
a
It
better-
also features the second the zero reset. So if you pull out the crown to set the time,
Mhm.
the second goes back to 0. 1 second, let me check. Yeah, it has a second.
So
Yes.
you said it was an old one. So is there a new one? Is that the new one?
Actually, there is also a manual annual calendar which has a
Oh.
different movement.
Okay.
But that is the gorgeous movement, and that is the old movement. And I'm afraid that Lange won't be doing this movement anymore for
Do
the
you know
future.
why they changed? Oh, super chat pendulum $10. Thank you at Tim. I will decide on which one based on the suggestion. Oh, Tim actually replied to one of his.
Oh yeah, he's lurking. Tim's lurking
Yeah,
in the
Tim's
chat.
lurking.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Pendulum, for your support. It helps us a lot. Well, it helps Tim a lot.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
receive anything. So there you go. So yes, and I concur, John. This is an absolutely beautiful movement. It is amazing. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's groundbreaking, and yeah, you started the question why Lange is phasing this out, and I'm sorry to say that I've had conversations with Langepedia, and he agreed with me on that. I think it's money. This movement is too expensive.
Cut costs.
Yes, the new movement, the new automatic movement is still nice, but it's far behind this movement. So grab it while you can.
Look at that engraving, guys.
Yes.
Look at that. By the way, every Lange comes with an engraved balance cock.
Wow.
Yeah,
which is
and there are only 6 people, I think, that can do that. And from the engraving, they can tell you who did it. And if you go to the factory, to the Lange factory with your watch, you will receive a photo of you and the guy who engraved your watch.
Oh wow.
Yeah. When he's there.
Yeah, and it is the same for for Vacheron and Patek when they do enamel micro paintings. That there is only a very few artists who actually can do those, and they can tell, just by looking at it. Oh, it's actually this guy. Perf Luxury, $2 Aussie. If Tim is lurking in the chat, he's the Mr. Sneaky. Nah, come on, Perf. Nobody can be more sneaky than Perf. Perf oozes sneakiness like that. Sneaky.
The other day I was on Wizard Stream, and Perth was doing some comments, and I was referring. I'm not allowed to do that because Tim is monetized. So I'm calling him my little, and then B. And someone took offense and said, "You've been friendly with Perth 3 days ago. What happened?" We have another super chat.
Yes, David H, $20. Thanks, guys, for filling in. Excellent job as always. No problems, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you.
Thank you for supporting the channel. Yes. And thanks for the nice word. We don't deserve them, but
Jonathan, I have a nice exercise for you.
Oh dear God. Yeah.
If you were a CEO of Lange Söhne and you had the chance to make one big improvement, what would it be?
Oof. Wow.
I think that if I'm thinking about it for one hour, I would come up with something else. But from the top of my head, I would change the steel bracelet of the Odysseus.
Okay.
I will make it. I would make it slimmer.
Slimmer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if I would make it slimmer. I would change the design of the bracelet. There is but yeah, I do agree. It maybe they can, when they came out with this, this is such an improvement in my opinion. Or with the leather bracelet, it's beautiful. Yeah, the metal bracelet on the Odysseus, it's very divisive.
Yes. Other than that, for the moment, I don't have anything. Yes, I would offer the perpetual calendar in platinum with a black dial, something that I want for years, and they refuse to make it for me.
Oh, they don't? Oh.
No, there is a white gold perpetual calendar with a black dial, and I've been asking them if they would put that dial into my watch, and they said no.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually said no.
No, it was different.
Or they said we don't do custom orders.
No. So actually, I had to officially place a request, and I received a call from Mr. De Haas, and he told me he would think about it. But he was open to the suggestion, but he said he needs to check if they did this kind of thing for a previous client. Because he doesn't want to repeat. So, for example, if there is a limited edition of this watch, they won't allow me to make the same watch unlimited. So they don't want to insult their customers. And basically, he told me they made this. I think he was talking about the diamond set perpetual calendar. So he had to say no.
Okay. So
okay.
Let's come back to this annual calendar. This comes very close, in my opinion, to a perfect display of the dial.
Yes.
It is just, yeah. The way everything is perfectly proportioned, the stick hours, the big date at noon, beautiful moon phase. I think this is awesome. It's gorgeous.
This is basically the perfect watch from a design standpoint.
Perfect? I don't know if I would say perfect, but it is close. It is close to perfect.
Yeah.
Especially the 38.5 millimeters. This I do love a lot. And the movement is gorgeous. Yeah, it very, very, very few. This is gorgeous. So it is selling for $43,500. Do you know what it would retail for?
I need to check. I think I think it says 55, and that is what I have in mind. But let me check.
Let's see on Lange Söhne.
Yeah.
.com. Oh, it's 53. Oh, this is CHF.
Swiss francs, so probably US. It's 55.
56, 57.
56, 7. Okay.
Yeah. So actually, if you buy it pre-owned, you're saving $15,000.
Yes.
So you could get this and Saxonia thin. That would be nice. Okay. Yeah, I do love it a lot. So let's see the other ones.
Yes.
Which one?
I suggest we go to the Zeitwerk.
Yes, sir.
And I know my friend Mr. GMT is watching carefully. So I just had this discussion with him this morning because in another stream they were talking about how great the Zeitwerk is, and I personally am not a fan of the Zeitwerk because I don't like the digital display of the time. Yep. That is just me. It screams to me electric watch, but if you look at the movement, it's absolutely gorgeous, like you'd expect from a Lange. So there is nothing wrong with it, quite the contrary. We have a super chat from Pendulum.
Oh, Pendulum with a blank $50 super chat. Thank you so much, Pendulum. Thank you for supporting our show. It helped us a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So we need to give Pendulum the money's worth. Obviously, Pendulum was asking what we think about those 4 watches, as far as I know.
Oh, and it has the $10,000 platinum. No, it is white gold.
I think it's white gold.
Oh, so it's the
It's
lesser version.
like 3,000 euros.
What is the clasp?
Yeah, the deployment
clasp.
buckle.
Oh, wow.
So Zeitwerk is a mechanical marvel. You have to know that moving those huge discs requires a lot of energy. And what Lange did was to make a remontoire, which basically stores the energy from the mainspring and releases it after it's called out. So this is highly complicated and very difficult to make. Additionally, and that is something amazing. So when the discs have changed, there is some excess energy, and they have an air brake where the excess energy is put into an air brake where it's then released. So technically, it's absolutely interesting. I personally would be careful with this watch because it's from 2016, and just recently they improved how the discs changed. So I would, if I would be Pendulum, I would watch out for the newer generation of this movement.
We have a super chat from Perth Luxury, $2. Pop quiz, Jonathan. What watch did Red Grant wear?
I think the brand is unknown, but he had a watch where you could pull out a wire to kill your enemies. He's talking about James Bond from Russia with Love.
Yes,
And in the opening scene, Red Grant is killing James Bond stand-in with this kind of watch. It is called a garrote. French.
We don't know what make it is, though. You don't know what make it is.
I don't. I think the maker is unknown, so
Okay.
we couldn't see it closely.
Nah, I think there's somebody on the forum who made one, didn't there? I'm sure.
Yeah.
Knows
So Pendulum, if you go for the Zeitwerk, keep in mind this is not a small watch. It looks fine on many wrists, but make sure you try it out. If you're going for a Zeitwerk, me personally, I would wait for the or I would try to get the new generation and not the older one. Yeah, Mrs. Sneaky was trying to lead me on ice. So then we have Lange Matic in rose gold, 40 millimeters.
And all these prices, they'll be way high. Well,
Okay,
I mean, they're just ridiculous, isn't it?
Well, so that is Lange.
Yeah.
So this is basically a Lange one with the days of the week, right?
No, it is a Lange one, but with an automatic movement.
Oh, okay.
So Lange one
all
is usually
Lange ones have the day of the week.
No. That is the special thing of the Lange Matic, but it's not a Lange one with that display. It is basically a Lange one with an automatic movement and with a day of the week display.
Oh yeah, we can see it there.
So it's a one-off then, is that what you're saying, Jonathan?
No.
Right.
That is a standard model.
Pink gold.
Yeah.
So what I really like about this type of movements is the chaton.
Mm-hmm.
The screw-fixed chaton has
screwed chaton, which is
awesome.
Actually,
so for those who do not know why they would do something like this, so basically you have this tiny ring which is made of metal.
Gold.
It could be
gold
or whatever.
Those are gold chatons.
In this case, it is gold. It was used before jewels, before they would use jewels in the movements, which is used to reduce friction. They would use these chatons. So what would happen is you have your axle that would turn inside the base plate, and it would remove material as it spins, and it would create a hole, and afterwards it would just be very, very bad for accuracy. And then you would have to change the entire plate. So what they used to do is simply just put a small gasket, and once this tiny area gets used, just take it off, replace it.
Wow.
And so this is what you see here, and you can see it as a hold by screws.
What's a chaton then? He said chaton. What's that? What?
Yeah, it is that tiny metal thing.
Right.
Right
Is
there.
Is that Swiss? That net chaton? What's that? Is that French, Swiss? Or
No, I don't know. It's probably an old word. Chaton means kitten, so I think it's nothing.
Oh
related
right,
to
I see.
that.
That's right. Never
So it's
right.
basically like a jewel setting.
Yes.
which
In modern watchmaking, you don't need them anymore, since we have rubies and other jewels, synthetic jewels with highly efficient oiling. So it is not used anymore. But in pocket watches and in traditional, old style watchmaking, they still use it because it is aesthetically pleasing, I would say, in my opinion.
Yes, but just to be complete, there is a ruby bearing inside.
There is,
the
yes.
picture is very bad, so it's not.
There is
gold.
a jewel inside too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yes, and it's this has been going on from pocket watches.
So just to be clear, it is entirely aesthetic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
There you go.
It would be much easier to make a simple cock and just have 2 or 3 points where the bearings are fixed.
Okay. So what else can we say about this watch? Okay, it is a bit larger at almost 40.
Yes, it's
but
1 millimeter larger.
it is what it is. And when you're having a longer one, you expect something bigger, right?
Yep. So I like it. I think the price is a little bit on the high side. If you're really going for that, I would haggle a little bit. Maybe you can haggle out the deployant buckle. As far as I can see, the watch has the normal tang buckle.
It is from 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know if there is any big improvements with newer models?
On this, no. What people need to know about the manual Lange ones, that has changed. I think 4 years ago they improved the movement. There was basically nothing wrong with the old movement, but they upgraded some functions, made them even more stable. But here that movement has not been updated until today.
Someone's asking, Tin Tickers, what's your opinion on that watch?
I like it. I really like it. Yeah, it's well beyond. Obviously, I mean,
that is timeless as it can get, because the first Lange collection in 1994 had a Lange watch, Lange One, not that Lange Matic, but the manual Lange One. So it became an instant classic.
You've got me into Langes. I didn't know much about them, Jonathan, until we started talking about them. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Stay here a little bit longer.
By the way, Tin Tickers, do you know where the Lange this big date comes from?
Nope.
So it took its inspiration. There is a famous opera house in Dresden,
which is around the corner.
Apparently it was completely destroyed during the World War, and it had a clock display that was a bit like this. It had two squares, you know,
Yeah.
where you would have the clock display. So this is
Nod.
where it got the inspiration.
Excellent.
Is that true, Jonathan?
Yes, I'm just trying to find the clock in the Semperoper.
There it is.
Go.
Boom.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
So you can see it's like right on top of the main stage.
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw those.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Lange paid for the renovation of this particular clock.
Oh, wow. Excellent.
Yeah, you can see where, the inspiration. Beautiful.
Yes, and that is basically one of the big achievements that Lange had with their collection when they started or when they entered in the market. They had the vision that they would try to be better than Patek, and you only can do that by innovation. So that big date was one major innovation that they had, and the Lange 1 with that golden cut design where the hands are not overlapping each other. Maybe you can pull up the Langematik again, because that is the genius of the concept. If you look at the hand, no hand covers the other, no matter what time it displays.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is one of the benefits. The other benefit is it is made by the golden cut, so you can draw two vertical lines which then separate exactly the watch in three pieces, and everything is totally in harmony with the Greek philosophy of the golden cut. The ID guy made a very good video about the Lange 1, where he addressed all those crazy
ID guy?
details.
Yeah,
ID guys. Yeah.
Okay, what about the last one?
So the time zone, that is a manual one in white gold. It's this variant is discontinued right now.
Oh,
To be honest, I would go for the more modern one instead. So that the time zone is 42 millimeters, so it's quite large because it has that ring around the dial, which then necessarily makes the watch bigger.
okay.
It's manual and it displays the.
I like that. I like
time
manual
zone.
lines as it is. I like that a lot. Yeah.
And I think you read the time zone here, right? I don't.
Yes, on the small dial.
Yeah.
With there is also a small indicator which indicates when it's night. Can you see the small hand?
It is this little thing there, and
That
this
is
one is
also
for the local time. This is for the home time, and when it points inside this blue semicircle, it indicates night time. Pretty clever.
Yes,
I do like it, but
very
it's too
innovative.
big.
Yes.
Sadly, it is too big.
Yeah, 42 maybe
41.9. It's very,
maybe a little bit difficult. So I'm just checking the normal retail price of the white gold.
Someone's pushing the buttons. Lange would be much more popular if it wasn't a German company.
Oh, well, I know Nick, so he's trying to tease a little bit.
Respect for the knowledge of Jonathan. Yeah, totally.
So to be honest, on this time zone, I'm not really convinced, because the normal retail watch, the normal retail for this watch is 52.8, and I think you still can get it. It's not unobtainable as far as I know. Perth Luxury was trying to get one, so maybe he can chime in.
But is he sneaky enough to get one?
He's trying to put a foot in the door of his dealer. To I think he wants a Daytona, so he's trying to make all the moves. So
wait, isn't he a Glashütte Original fanboy?
He's just doing that to annoy me.
Okay.
So
okay, there you go. So
yeah.
John,
so my verdict would be the annual calendar.
Oh yeah, me too. 100%.
Yeah.
This is so good looking, man. Very classic.
Yeah.
You know.
And just that movement is worth the money.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I would go for this one, and it is the best when it comes to price. Okay, there we go. Perth saying 999.
Yeah.
I love Daytonas.
Daytona.
Perth, are you doing a live stream tomorrow? I'll be on. And
he says mass amounts of sneakiness in the next show, whenever that is.
Dear God. Okay. So Swiss, let's move to the Phillips or pendulum. If you have any additional questions, please ask. Tim also knows how to contact me, so you're welcome to ask questions if you need any more information.
Perth looking for the special 999. That would be incredible. Well done. Okay, guys. So, in case you didn't know, Phillips
super chat
pendulum with a $100 super chat. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Pendulum. Thank you
very much.
Very nice. Very
Pendulum,
nice.
I think we should talk before you're buying your Lange. So please try to reach out. Tim has all my contact infos. I'm not on social media because I'm afraid that people like Perth Luxury will be after me. So no, I'm just kidding. But I'm not on social media. So but Tim has all my informations.
And thank you for the very generous super chat. Thank you so much. Okay, GMT, about time. Let's get this party sexy. Hey, let's go. Okay, so I was saying Phillips is a very big auction house in Geneva, especially when it comes to watches and art in general. The two other big auction houses are Sotheby's and Christie's. But I would say now that when it comes to watches, the two very big auction houses are Phillips and Antiquorum, which is a bit less talked about. But Phillips is now a big boy when it comes to auction houses. Oh, $2 from Perth. I'm too sneaky for my shirt. Too sneaky, it hurts.
Yeah. Swiss is Oral Bax. He's the guy who does the main. Is he the main auctioneer?
Yes.
He's the main.
So,
Phillips.
Oral Bax is co-founder of.
What a charismatic. Charismatic.
Yeah, very charismatic guy.
Very guy. Yeah, I like watching the auction just for him.
So I think before we go into auctions, we should tell our viewers a little bit about the basics of an auction.
Okay.
What do you think?
Do you want to? Yeah, sure. Do you want to?
So basically, the capital of those auction houses are their previous auctions. So when they reach record prices, of course, then tea and tickers will notice that and will try to sell his Rolex then for a high price with them. So he approaches then Phillips and tells them, I have this and that Rolex. Would you be interested in selling it? And if it's interesting enough, he will give his watch maybe in London to a contact of Phillips. So they usually have buy-in days where you can give them your watch. What you have to know is, as a seller, you're paying a huge fee. So basically, they charge you for taking the photographs to put them in the catalog. And if your watch is being sold, do you know the premium for sellers in this case?
It's between 25 and 30%.
So for the seller, yeah.
Yeah.
the
So
seller,
if your watch sells, Phillips takes 25 to 30% of this, and the guy who pays, he is paying on top of that 25 to 30% more. So they are making a huge packet of money.
I didn't know they paid for the photographs and stuff like that.
That comes extra.
Never knew that. Wow.
So basically, Phillips charges 50% of the reached amount, split between the seller and the buyer. I think the starting percentage is 26%, and from a certain amount, it's only 22% then on top. So, but it starts with 26% for the buyer. So, and then there is VAT, Swiss tax, 7.7%. That will be added as well. So it's not cheap. And if you see the prices that are reached in auctions at 25 to 30% on top, and that is what the buyer really pays for the watch.
So this auction is being streamed live on, there's 2 parts, Friday and Sunday, 2 p.m. Swiss time. It's been streamed live, so if I'm working on Friday from home, I will have it on in the background necessarily, I think.
Yeah, it's by the way, they live streamed the event, which is
I'll watch it Sunday as well. I'm off Sunday, so
So Jamie is asking, wow, huge margin. What is the incentive to sell via Sotheby's, or is that Sotheby's attract a certain type of watch? I would say Sotheby's attract a certain type of clientele who are willing to throw their money at you, and even if you get charged 25%. 25% of $1 million is, the fact is, the buyers from these auction houses are crazy guys with way too much money.
Yeah,
and they get... as you know, the prices can go completely bonkers.
Yeah.
So this is what you are betting on. You say, okay.
First of all, you must decide. So Sotheby's, for example, they are a kind of universal auction house. So they are auctioning paintings and James Bond memorabilia and watches and cars and whatever. So sometimes it may be good to target their clientele, and sometimes it makes sense to give your watch to a specialized auction houses, which only deals with watches, just like Phillips. So it depends a little bit on the piece that you have, also on the location where you are. There is no universal reply, but the margins are high also with Sotheby's and Christie's for sure.
So as I was saying, wait, Tim is asking for the link. So as I was saying, what you are betting on is that the prices go completely crazy. For example, you have a $100,000 watch, so you can sell it privately. You have a few clients who are willing to pay $100,000, or you put it in the Phillips catalog, and you're very lucky because 2 dudes were battling to get it, and it reached $500,000.
Yeah.
So even if they take 25% from you, you're still winning a lot of money by doing this. You see what I mean?
Yes. And all the high rollers, all the watch dealers who are really after special pieces are participating in those auctions. So there is no better way to target those high rollers and make them compete against each other than on this kind of auction.
Hey.
Here we have Tim. Hello, Tim.
Hey,
Oh.
hello guys.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're not gonna take too much of your time. I don't even know if you can hear us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Let's see, we're
Yeah, we
here
can
on
hear
the
you.
Fremont Street. Me
Yes.
and Chris. Quick wristwatch check.
Ooh,
Full
That
gold root
is
beer.
root beer.
the rose gold root beer.
Nice.
Nice. Still got my Explorer too, as you guys know. I'm sorry, we can't. I don't know, some reason we can't hear anything, but this is where we at. Cheers to the community. Jonathan, Marcus. Oh shit. I think you have a mute button on. Do I? No, I don't. Oh, maybe here. No, I don't. No, wait. Maybe they're just really low.
We can
But
hear you.
Can you say
We
something
can
now?
hear you. We can
We
hear
can
you.
hear you, man.
Oh, they can hear us. They can hear us.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I don't wanna take up too much time. If you guys want to know what we were up to, watch the live stream that I did with Chris before this one. We're gonna actually go to the Win and check out some Rolexes, right?
Yeah, we're gonna hit the Rolex dealer there.
We're gonna make a little video. Cheers. Jesus Christ. These guys make more money than when I'm live streaming. What the hell?
Yeah, that should tell you something.
Ridiculous. What the
Perhaps you should
Seriously?
perhaps you should sublet it off to
Seriously?
Swiss and
Alright,
just
I better
Okay,
stay
stay
away
bye-bye,
from
background.
guys.
live stream 'cause
Guys,
I'm
have
rage
fun, yeah?
poisoned.
Bye.
Just kidding. Love
Yeah.
you guys, and I hope to do a little bit. Oh man, the next 2 days it's gonna be me and Chris. We're just gonna be chilling, gonna be making some incredible content. But guys, sorry for the little interruption. I'll see you.
No problem.
show.
man.
No
It's your
problem.
show,
You're
man.
welcome.
See you later.
Let you off.
Bye,
Have
guys.
fun. Enjoy your time. Yeah. Bye-bye. Okay.
I kicked him.
Yeah. You watch it, he'll be leaving
Okay,
you.
so-
He'll be leaving you in charge more often now, won't he?
So yeah, what would we?
We're
I
on
buy a
about
lot of
how
parts
much
on
how much
auction and
money
pay
how
about
much money they
9%.
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It changes from auction house to auction house, and it changes also from certain goods to other goods. It's everything is pre-planned for. It's like in casinos, the house always wins.
Yeah.
They make sure that they make a shit ton of money out of your out of selling your product.
Yes, but like Swiss said, it may make sense instead of selling a special watch for 100,000 with maybe no commission versus 500,000 with a lot of commission. At the end of the day, you still get a lot more for
example,
your watch.
the 2711 olive dial that sold for $500,000.
Yeah.
That was a very good auction result for both the auction house and the seller.
And look at Paul Newman's lot. I mean, Paul Newman's
Yeah.
what was it, the girlfriend or something of the ex-boyfriend or something who had the watch. We're given the watch anyhow, and he made 17 million or something.
Okay, I think we must please Mr. GMT by presenting that date.
Yeah, of course. Wait, is there a link to that particular date? I think I saw it. Let's go here.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with that date right there. Okay, so Rolex reference 18058. Possibly unique, spectacular, important yellow gold multicolored sapphire set calendar wristwatch with center seconds bracelet and service guarantee.
What is important? 1987.
Oh my god!
So it is obviously or apparently a unique piece. Now you can get a rainbow for a surcharge, but back then it was basically the only rainbow date that was available. In the article it says, one second. In the article it says there are 3 other rainbow dates known, but those don't have that reference. They have 18059.
Yeah, so they call it a possibly unique. Unique.
And I think 18059 is white gold, isn't it? The 9 at the end, as far as I know, is white gold.
Let's see. Rolex. Rolex.
Rolex.
Oops. No, not maps. Images. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, there we go. It might be
Yeah, it's
this
white
one.
gold. Yeah. 1986. Yeah, probably yes.
But look at the condition. The condition is amazing.
It looks like new, actually.
Yeah, totally. It totally looks like
Totally
completely
unworn.
new.
Yeah.
It is
I would say
amazing.
that. But what people really have to keep in mind is how much work it is to get such a color matched sapphire rainbow. So basically, you put those stones in a straight line and match them in color, and that is difficult enough. But then every stone is cut to match the round shape of the bezel. But finding those stones and matching the size and the color is incredible work. And particularly if you compare those rainbow bezels with aftermarket bezels, you see what kind of quality Rolex is bringing out here.
Totally.
Compared to cheaper alternatives.
Okay, so can we talk about the killer detail? It's that date wheel.
Yes.
That is gold on dark background, which I think
haven't seen that at all.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This alone makes it like a unique piece for
Yes.
me. I mean,
Yeah.
so perfect looking. By the way, this close up, look how the gems are perfectly cut.
Yeah.
Perfectly angled, so it
perfectly cut and perfectly set.
Yeah, perfectly set.
By the way, that setting is called a channel setting.
Channel.
Yes,
okay.
Because it's basically the stones are in a channel.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Every day's a school day.
Hey, look, it also has tiny loom plots.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go into details. 87-36 millimeters, obviously.
Yeah.
Estimates for $150,000 to $300,000. Gonna go for more than this.
I'm very sure it will go for much
I
more
mean,
than
look
that.
at that. Look at that.
Tell you what, why don't we just have a bit of a wager on what we think it's going to go for, then come back to it next time you're on? What do you think?
We can.
Just as a quick, what do you think? What do you guys think it's going to go for?
Could get close to $1 million.
I think it will get over $1 million.
Over $1 million, even.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, totally. It's like it is a rainbow before the rainbow was a thing. This to a vintage collector is just a crazy piece.
Is it a rare piece as far as numbers made or anything?
They say possibly unique. So they
right.
Yeah, it is possibly a one-off. This is might be why it would go for
right. Yeah, it's gonna be
so much.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely a Mr. GMT timepiece.
Yes, it would fit him so well when he's preparing his souvlaki. Just imagine when he's wearing that.
It was serviced in 2019.
Yes, by Rolex.
With a box. Oh, they don't have a.
I wonder if they swapped any bits out without asking.
Just imagine what happens if they put the serial number in their computer, and maybe it shows up. We don't know this model, and then people are starting to research this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or we sent it back and they replaced some of the old stuff with modern stuff, you know.
Yeah, DC in LV puts it correctly. The original owner will gladly pay the seller's commission.
Yes. Oh, $2 super chats from Perth Luxury. Notice how Buff Boy doesn't have this. Yeah, he doesn't have this.
No, and he won't get it because. Oh no, I'm not saying anything. My special friend.
Dude, what about this? This is crazy. Okay, so let's go back to the headline. So
Let's
have
not get distracted here.
many other watches to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
What about
What about
So
my
we-
favorite?
yes.
Yes.
Wait, this one? Okay.
Yes.
Really?
So
Yes.
it is
Oh, sorry.
Cartier. Wait.
Not for me. Not for
Tick,
me.
tick, tick, tick. Yeah.
You don't like it, tickers?
It is
No,
called,
not for me. That I don't know. I don't.
it is called the Cartier à guichet.
What does it mean, Aguichet?
Guichet. It's basically those tiny holes. You
Okay.
could call them a guichet. It's
Okay.
not a very used word, but whatever. They want to make it special, I think it is part of the collection privée.
I don't think so. I think
You
it
don't
was a
think so?
different collection. I think that was an anniversary collection, as far as I found out. It's not privé.
Oh yeah, it is. Look, so you
is?
cannot see it here. It's called CPCP. It's a collection privée.
Okay, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
So it is number 51 out of 100.
100.
Tank à guichet. C'est tank à guichet. Pink gold 25 by 37. Accompanied by leather Cartier limited edition certificate. Okay, so it's basically full set, perfectly preserved Cartier Tank limited edition watch with a beautiful jewel
Oh, yeah.
on the crown.
What I really like about this watch is you can see the classic tank line on the side, and then there is something totally different in the middle. And I'm just saying that to annoy Mr. GMT, because we had that conversation this morning that I don't like digital time displays, and now I'm picking up this watch with a digital time display. So you see how illogical watch collectors are and how inconsistent I am. I absolutely love this watch. It has a Piaget movement, by the way. So the movement is by Piaget, and that.
Okay, so this or Lange? What will you have?
Whew. It
Okay,
depends on the price.
yeah.
If I can get it for the estimate, I would gladly take that. But if
The
we are now
estimate is very undervalued.
Yes. But
it's
everybody
15 to 25. No, it's gonna go for more than this.
Yes, but everybody plays the lottery and puts €5 in and hopes to win the million. So everybody has the illusion that he can get it for 15,000 francs.
Are you bidding? Are you going to bid, John? You're not bidding, are you, Jonathan? No?
Not sure.
Really?
not
Are
sure.
you absolutely serious? You might bid on it. Honest?
Well, if I say I'm going to bid on it, there will be punters who will be bidding against me on that stream, and
right. Okay. Wow.
I don't have the money to compete with some of the guys here.
No.
So
Yeah, to me, it kind of looks like a bathroom scale. There
Yeah.
is one
Yeah, it does,
detail.
yeah.
One detail I do not like. It has a sliding hour.
Minute.
But the hour too. The hour is
okay.
sliding. It's not jumping.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that. It says jumping hours.
Yeah, but it's not really.
Okay.
Tokyo Guichet does not have the jumping hours. And basically, it's what I was complaining about. JLC a few months ago released a Reverso with a jumping hour.
Mm-hmm.
It's also not a jumping hour; it's a sliding hour. So there is like a 10-minute interval where it will slightly shift to the next hour. And they do this because to have the jumping, as you were saying in the
Lange
Zeitwerk,
presentation,
you need a different mechanism which uses a lot of power reserve. So the main reason to make it sliding and not jumping is to have more power reserve.
Okay, that is interesting. Could you please check this this particular aspect when you visit the Phillips auction house? Because I would love to know if that's really true.
Okay. Yeah, I could. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, there is a comment. Archie has started his show.
It's an hour early, or is it because of the time difference?
Yeah, no, it's because of the summertime.
Summertime, yeah. Okay, guys. So if you want to go check Archie's show, you're more than welcome to go to his channel. You know, I think we're gonna continue talking about Phillips auction for a little while.
Yeah.
So if you would rather see that, well, you're welcome to stay here. No problems, guys. No problems. So yeah, definitely a very interesting Cartier model. I do like it. I have to say, I'm not thrilled by it, but it's not terrible. It's not something I would just brush it off.
It's just unusual, and
yes.
that is what I like about it.
For example, I know that Gucci has kind of a similar watch that is absolutely terrible looking. So I would say this is, this complication done right. Whereas others that are trying to replicate it, doing a terrible job. But,
okay.
Yeah, there you go. No, I like it. And, it's part of Cartier. They always have to do something mysterious. They have the heure mystérieuse, they have the mouvement mystérieux, they have the pendulum mystérieux. It's their thing, it's their shtick to make something like mysterious.
Yeah.
So having
Swiss, can you post the link to Archie's show, please, in the comments? I posted in the private chat.
Oh, thank you. Up. Tac. Okay, guys. If you want to go watch Archie's show, I have posted it in the chat. No problems, man. Oh, is it working? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
So a very, very Cartier timepiece. Yeah.
So should we bring out the big guns?
Yeah, now we should bring out the big guns. We have right here Patek Philippe, reference 3939, rare yellow gold minute repeating tourbillon wristwatch. Full set with additional case back and a box. Full set. Will it load properly, please?
What is remarkable, in my opinion, is, guys, this is a 33 millimeter watch.
33 millimeter from 2004. Man. That
so
for that, look at this. For
we're
that
talking
time,
Tim's the Explorer, a lady size, and this is 33 millimeters, and it's cool like nothing else.
Yeah, this, I like smaller watches. This is, what? Even though it's so small, I think it's really good looking. It's very elegant, very under the radar, as they say.
Yeah. You know what annoys the heck out of me? Those Nubuk straps. Those Phillips straps.
Yeah, I hate
they
it too.
They are awful.
Yeah.
They look like $20 Walmart. Why not putting a decent Saffiano strap on or something like that?
So from the look of it, I would say the dial is Grand Feu enamel with beautiful applied Breguet numerals, Breguet hands. blue second hand. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. And the case shape with the slightly horned lugs, they look beautiful. The only thing is because it's so small, the crown looks ginormous.
Yeah.
On it.
Yeah, but it's a manual wind watch. Keep that in mind.
Yes.
It doesn't look that small, does it? On that wrist there, it doesn't look tiny, does it? Or perhaps.
But 33, if you have it in your hands, it's gonna look small.
Oh
It's,
yeah.
Swiss,
Even-
you know that
yeah.
there is a special term for that kind of for that shape of lugs.
Is it?
Those are
What is
those are called Brisbane lugs.
it? Well done. Brisbane lugs. Okay. So it has an additional case back. So in case you want to have a solid gold case back, why not?
Yeah, but it makes sense on a repeating watch.
Yes.
Usually a solid case back sounds better.
You know why?
Because the sapphire crystal is too hard and it doesn't vibrate enough.
Yeah, and so basically the gongs, they are soldered to the case.
To the case,
and
yes.
actually the resonance of the sound, it comes from the case itself. A bit like a guitar, you have this simple string, but you need to have a big resonance chamber from the guitar to make it a very nice sound. Does that make sense to you, tickers?
It does, yes, absolutely.
And there you go.
So let's wonder if that case is made by Mr. Hagman as well.
Oh, let me check.
Does it say?
It should be. So Hagman was very well known for being a Patek Philippe minute repeater case maker.
Yeah. He basically makes the best cases for repeating watches. Jean-Claude Pivert was raving about Mr. Hagman in his interview that he had with Hodinky.
Yeah.
So it doesn't say.
It doesn't say. By the way, Jean-Pierre Hagman is now working for Acrivia, Recep Recepi.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is another argument for Recep Recepi being the next FP Jaune, the next Philippe Dufour. Yeah, let's look at that movement, guys. Look at that movement. Look how the execution is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what is below that Patek cross? Swiss?
The Calatrava cross?
Yes.
So it is, if I'm looking at it correctly, it's the inertia mass that spins during the minute repeating.
So this is basically a mass where two levers fold out by gravity. And the purpose of this thing, it spins very fast. And the problem is if you use the lever and activate the repeating, it would run faster at the beginning and slower at the end because of the spring tension.
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of brake control, so those levers are folding out when it spins faster, so it slows down, and they fold inside when it gets slower, so it speeds up the process. And this is just that the chiming process is going in one speed and not faster at the beginning and slower at the end.
Exactly.
Was it understandable with my chopped English?
Oh, yes. Mate, you speak better English than me.
So the extra bonus with this, you can see, because it's 2004, it has the Poinçon de Genève.
Yeah, the Geneva seal.
And the bonus, it has a tourbillon. Tourbillon with a beautiful balanced bridge.
Do you still remember that bridge that was on Chopard?
Yeah.
On that tourbillon? That was awful, wasn't it?
Right, guys, can you just give it? Can you give it a bit of in-depth on tourbillon? It still throws me a bit. Probably.
Yeah, no problem. So
maybe Jonathan-
basically,
Yeah, come on.
basically what you want to do with an escapement is to regulate the the time ticking. You want it to tick exactly every or 5 times a second, and by this you use the balance wheel and the escapement system.
Right.
But there is, so you can use this tourbillon. By the way, you know why do we use a tourbillon? You know why it was made in the first
No,
place?
this is the whole. No, don't really know much about them at all.
Okay, so tourbillon was made in the 1700s by Abraham Louis Breguet, and so so Breguet made a crazy amount of innovations, and this is like the ultimate innovation by Louis Breguet, and this is why most people think he is like the grandfather of watchmaking. At the time, they didn't have wristwatches; they had pocket watches. So you have your pocket watch in your pocket that is always, sitting in the same position. And the thing is, when you have your balance wheel, if it is not perfectly balanced, which it will not be, because in our physical universe, nothing is perfect. There is always like one side that will have a little more mass than the other one, and if you have it in the wrong position, it will throw off the regulation given the position of your watch. This is because of gravity.
Yeah.
So he had the idea to make the whole escapement system basically rotate on itself. So imagine you have this watch that is vertical in your pocket. So it will rotate like this, maybe once or twice per minute.
Yeah.
So if you have probably this part of your escapement system that has more mass than this one, because it's rotating, it will cancel out due to gravity. You see what I mean?
Swiss,
Yeah.
I have posted an image in the private chat that helps a little bit with the explanation.
Let's see.
And I have to slightly correct you, Swiss.
Yes, please. Yeah,
but maybe we pull out that picture that I sent you. Yeah. So basically, that is an escapement, and the escapement that you see is affected by gravity. So if you wear the watch crown up, it may be like that. Now just imagine you wear the watch crown down. So that entire thing is twisted by 180 degrees, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then gravity pulls down instead of pulling up.
Yeah.
So, and that is the gravitational effect. So the different positions of your watch influence the forces that go on that little wheel by gravity.
Yeah, I know that's why you do it in 5 positions. Yeah, I know that bit.
So,
right. Yeah.
So in that position, those ruby pellets have a stronger force on the wheel than if it would be upside down. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now we go back into watchmaking. If you go to your watchmaker and ask him, can you regulate my watch? The watchmaker will ask you, well, what is wrong with your watch? What are the time tolerances? If you tell him, oh, one day it was 1 second too fast and one day it was 5 seconds too slow, your watchmaker will tell you, so what shall I do? Because if I slow it down for 1 second, the next day it will be different. So what I'm trying to explain you is you need a constant error, and by rotating the system that you see here on that picture, when that constantly rotates, you have a constant error because it doesn't know up and down.
Yeah.
So you get a constant error, and that can be regulated out. You can't regulate an constant error.
Yeah.
And that is basically the marvel of the tourbillon, that this system is constantly rotating around that center axis of that wheel. Doesn't it make sense?
It does, yes. Thank you. Yes.
So, but this is an entire cage
Yeah.
with all
And
the escapement system, and it will
it
turn,
rotates.
rotate like this. So this is most people nowadays, and they are right. They say the tourbillon is not useful anymore, because this was true in the case where you always keep your watch in one position, for example, in your pocket, because it's a pocket watch. But nowadays we have watches on our wrists, and it, with everyday movement, it will rotate, randomly, and somehow you could say that it will cancel out all the errors. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So your arm is basically acting like a tourbillon,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this is why most people, they say tourbillon nowadays is useless. It's just, for the sake of having a tourbillon. And yeah, they are true. And I still like my tourbillons. I wanted to say something. Yeah. So this is why, for example, FP Journe came with a recent tourbillon model that has the tourbillon not flat in the movement, but vertical. So you have your watch like this, and the tourbillon is spinning like that. Not like that, it's spinning like this. Because he's making the assumption that most of the day you will have your arm like this or like this.
Yeah.
And therefore it would be, would make sense to have your escapement rotating like that, which is kind of true, but I think it's still, very, very nitpicky. It is Grubelforce also are doing the same thing with having the tourbillon, and the escapement is slanted like 45 degrees, and it rotates like this. Basically.
But I think we've now put everybody to sleep, so
Yep.
we should continue with another watch. What do
Okay.
you think?
Yeah. So just $300,000 seems correct. What do we have next?
That Patek with that beautiful yellow dial. We can go with that Lange as well.
You want to go to the Patek first?
Yep.
Okay, let's do Patek. Okay, so Patek 3800 yellow gold wristwatch with bracelet and tropical lemon dial.
Can you pull up the second picture, not the video? Yeah, that one.
That one?
Yeah, because there you can see how nice that dial is. It looks like a drop of lemon juice in water.
It's very particular. So this is it. They call it the tropical. Was it white?
I think it was gold.
It was gold?
I think it was gold.
It's very, very interesting.
Did Patek make a yellow dial back then? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so. So the watch itself is in perfect condition. It's crazy.
Yep. 37.5 diameter.
Sitting in a drawer for like 30 years. Oh no, 20. It was 2002. Ah.
Yeah, and I think that estimate is really a joke.
Dude, it's never been more. It's crazy.
Because with this kind of dial, I'm pretty sure it will be far over 150. What do you think?
Even though it is 37 and a half?
Yep. What is the size of the recent, of the 5711?
It's 40.
Is it 40?
I think so.
Still,
I think it is.
I love that dial, and I'm pretty sure there is somebody crazy out there who's willing to pay a lot of money for that dial.
It is beautiful.
What do you think, Tea and Tickers?
Yes, nice. Yes, very nice. Yes. So how What's that price on it? What's it estimated?
The estimate is 20,000 to 40,000 Swiss francs.
You know, it's gonna go for triple that, even more.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember back then. I think they still had a lot of blue dials on the gold watches. I don't remember gold dials really that much.
No, I'm not sure, but yeah, it is, you know, probably a unique piece now just because of this dial. It is super class.
Yeah, it's slightly small. I will give you that, but still, I think the dial will pull it off.
Yeah. Yep. Do we have anything more to say about this watch?
I think that's it.
Yep, that's it. Now let's go. Oh, this is good.
Yes.
This is amazing. So a Lange Söhne honey gold wristwatch from 2016, 38.5, perfect size.
Yeah, sweet spot.
Oh, yes.
So this is what they call the honey gold, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Look at
Honey
that.
gold is a proprietary alloy, which is supposedly a lot more resistant against wear, and it is not that yellow and not that red like yellow and rosé gold.
You know what I really love? It's the contrast with the hands and indices.
Yes, the contrast from the case to the dial is perfect, and I think that is also kind of degraded the color of the dial. I wonder how it looked like when it was really perfect.
You think?
I think it changed a little bit.
Oh yeah, I really love it has a slightly grainy texture.
Yeah,
it's very beautiful. Do they have better?
Very unique, yeah.
Yeah.
And look at the movement, because they put some extra effort. This is a limited edition, 20 pieces. The additional engraving on those two little islands.
Yeah.
That you can see on the movement.
Mm-hmm. With fire blued screws.
Yes.
Screw fixed chaton.
Yeah.
And the typical Lange engraving. I got nothing bad to say about this. I really love the grainy texture. You know what? I don't know why, but I think I have seen too many striped movements. I really enjoy when I see those kind of grainy textures, you know, like Grünefeld, Grübelforce.
Yes.
I don't know why. It really, to me, it represents very high watchmaking. Like
also that three-quarter plate is kind of unique, and everybody has their own style. We had that discussion last week. It would be bad if Lange would try to make a similar movement, just like Patek Philippe, with multiple bridges and with waves all over the place. They should make something different, and that is something different.
Yeah, totally. What do you think,
Russell correctly says it's the old movement. The old movement you can identify by that island in the middle. It's a separate island, so it's a separate bridge in the middle. The new movement is a closed plate, so you don't see those two islands. No, but I really like the contrast between the dial and the case. And those markers, of course.
Yeah,
perfect size.
It is perfect, yeah.
If anybody is able to get this below 40,000, grab it. But I'm afraid limited to 20 pieces will be crazy money.
Not going to be 40,000, more than that, isn't it? Yeah.
And the
Russell's
Lux look,
saying, I tried to buy one of these last year.
yeah. You tried?
Russell.
Ah, Russell. Okay. How much did it go, Russell? Let us know.
Okay.
He turned down at 100,000 K.
Damn.
100.
Ouch.
But Swiss, look again at that awful strap that they put on the watch. They can't be serious. No, up.
Wait, what are we looking
There you go. The awful strap on the Lange.
Yeah.
It is also a Phillips strap.
It is a Phillips strap. I
Come
don't
on,
know
guys.
why they put this on the way. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like
Somebody should sue them for doing that.
Yeah. I would rather, I'm not gonna say too much. Is there any other particular?
Oh,
watch?
that Aquanaut is and we should talk about that Rolex as well.
The Aquanaut.
Yeah.
5066A.
Blue dial.
Blue, 36 millimeters. That is small. Oh, because it's 22 years old.
I think it's the first series. That was the initial size. But blue is very unique.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's nice.
Look at the hands.
Yeah.
I think this is amazing.
Yeah.
It's actually, to be honest, it's so much better in blue than with a black dial or with that grayish dial that they have.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Man.
That was obviously a Japan edition, so that was for the Japanese market.
All right.
Wait, how is blue the Japanese edition?
I have no
Shouldn't it be
idea
red
why that is.
or white. Oh man, it is amazing. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed those fat hands. Somehow
in the text they say it's only a handful of examples of this Japan edition.
It really works for me.
Yeah.
Poinçon de Genève movement. They scratched the lug. Oof. Oof.
Yeah, probably by putting that awful. Oh no, they didn't put an awful strap on it.
Yeah, thank God. Oh, look how small it is.
Yeah,
but it is good looking.
Yeah, but this is the watch or the size that Paul McCartney wears. So Paul McCartney can't be wrong.
Yeah, true. It is amazing. What do you think about this chocolate pattern on the strap?
Tea and tickers.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, it suits. I think it suits it. Definitely suits it. Yeah.
I think I prefer the modern version.
Well, no, it matches the pattern on the dial, doesn't it? The squares on the dial. So, yeah, I think it suits it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
This will go for crazy money. It's estimated from a 30 to 50. It's gonna go for 100,000 maybe.
Gazillion.
Probably not a gazillion.
There's a Rolex Milsub in the collection. Where's that? Have you got it at all anywhere?
Rolex Milsub?
Yeah, there's a Milsub in the collection. I looked at that. There's a Milsub in the. I don't know what day it is when it's. Yeah, Milsub.
Haven't seen that.
There is. I'm sure there's a 551317 in the collection.
Wait. So what's the reference?
6538. No.
Milsub's 5517. I'm sure there's a 5517.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's my only. That is my only.
Let's talk about this. So 10 tickers. Can you
Sake.
tell us? Can you tell us about this
Yeah,
British Royal Navy Henry
real
Hudson?
Navy one. Yeah, it was. Well, the Rolex Mill Sub is basically Rolex Submariner, but with fixed lugs, and a larger serrated bezel. So the bezel around the edge is more serrated. So you can grip it with gloves. It's got tritium dial, and it's basically it was the 5513 originally came out. It was issued to the SAS, I think, in the early 60s, and then the Seamaster 300 was the contract, and then later on, just I think 1968, 1970, the 5517 got the gig, and it's my Grail watch basically. Love to have one of these. Not many about because half of them were trashed when the SAS used them and stuff. They go to silly money.
Yeah, and there are fakes out there, so guys, please be careful.
So yeah,
So,
it's just it's like a submariner on steroids, basically.
Wait, this was issued December 2010?
I think that is just a confirmation letter.
Oh,
yeah.
maybe. Yeah,
It
okay.
says 1978.
Was like... Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the last ones. 5517 is one of the last ones. It's one of the last true sort of.
And it received a Rolex service without changing the dial. Thank God for that.
I'd be shit scared of sending that off to Rolex. There'd be lots of letters and saying, "For God's sake, just do not."
I'd have some sleepless night if I would give that watch to Rolex.
So as you can see, it's got the sword hands. It doesn't have the Mercedes hands. It's got the sword hands.
Mm-hmm. So it does estimate between $100,000 and $200,000.
That is too low.
What would you say, T, in tickers? How much would it go for?
What condition does it look in? Does it look in pretty good condition?
It looks very good.
Looks good done original. Probably 350, 400,000, I reckon. I reckon about 350 to 400,000. What number in the auction is it? So I'm trying to 152.
152.
They rattle through them, so I think could be an hour and a bit into the auction. I could have finished work then to see that.
T and tickers. I have one question about this watch. Do you know if the Millsops all came with brushed case flanks?
Yeah, I think they did. And
I think so too.
Yeah. I think they did. Yeah. Look at that! Wow. Yes. So there are a lot of fakes about what you said, but fixed lugs. Yeah, that's you can tell.
Fixed lugs to be worn on NATO straps. Then.
NATO strap. Yeah, that was part of the standards. The standards. You can see all the it had to be fixed lugs.
Swiss, I think we should
wrap
end
it up.
the stream. Yeah.
Okay. So it was interesting stream. Maybe not what people were expecting, but I think I had a good time. I hope you also had a good time spending the night with us. I mean, for me it's the night time. Maybe people in the US it's still midday. No, what would be 6 in the evening?
Yes.
Yeah, or Vegas about 3 in the afternoon or something, 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap the stream up. I want to say a big thank you to Jonathan and to TN Tickers for being on the panel.
Thank you for hosting the show.
Yeah,
big thank you to people who sent us some very nice super chat, especially Pendulum, who did send us some very generous super chats. Everybody, thank you. It helps us a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, everyone watching. Thank you for participating in the chat, having a nice comments, nice discussions.
Please upvote.
Yeah, please upvote the stream. It does help us a lot. And when I drop the link, anyone is welcome to hop in and participate. No problems, guys. So we're going to wrap this up. Thank you, everybody, and see you next time.
Bye-bye.